Happening now. Heavy protest at Kano's Emirates amidst emirship battle. See protesters shocking demand. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in and listening to this headline we brought to your earrings this morning. As our headline for this morning says that, happening now. Heavy protest at Kano Emirates amidst emirship battle. See protesters shocking demands. It says here that protests have erupted in the streets of Gaya, one of the five emirates in Kano State, following the repeal of the Kano Emirates Council law. This law had previously facilitated the creation of 4 additional emirates by former Governor Abdullahi Danguje in 2020, leading the dethronement of Alhaji Mohammed Sanusi II. The laws repealed by the new Nigeria People's Party (NNPP) controlled House of Assembly has sparked significant unrest in the region. The controversial decision was solidified when Governor Abba Yusuf assented to the repeal on Thursday. He simultaneously announced the dissolution of 4 emirates established by his predecessor. The affected emirates include Rano, Gaya, Karaye, and Bichi. In a decisive move, Governor Yusuf directed all the reigning monarchs to hand over their position to Comrade Abdulsalam Gazo, the deputy governor, who oversees the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Among these affected was Alhaji Aliyu Ibrahim Abubakar, the Emir of Gaya. This transition occurred under a tense atmosphere. According to residents, the dethroned Emir of Gaya vacated his palace at midnight on Thursday, and the town remained under the watchful eyes of armed security personnel despite the heavy security presence. There was no immediate outbreak of violence or residents. However, the calm did not last long. By Sunday morning, a significant number of residents took to the streets to voice their displeasure with the government's decision. The protesters, carrying placards and chanting anti-government slogans, alleged the dissolution of the Emirates was driven by political motive rather than administrative necessities. Abubakar Shuaibu, the resident of Gaya, expressed the community's dissatisfaction, stating that many people were unhappy with the recent development. The dissolution of the Emirates has not only disrupted traditional leadership structures but also instigated a fierce political debate in the region. Strict argued that the motion undermines the cultural and historical significance of the Emirates, which have been integral to the identity and governance of their respective areas. The NNPP decision to repeal the law and dissolve the additional emirate has been compared to a dangerous political maneuver linked to a Game of Thrones scenario in Kano. This comparison underscores the high stake and the potential destabilizing impact of the political fraud in the region's stability. As tension continues to simmer, traders and other stakeholders in Kano have urged Governor Yusuf to adhere to the court order regarding the emirate law. They argue that the due process should be followed to avoid further exacerbating the situation. The protests in Gaya reflect a broader discontent that may not be easily quelled. The government's response in the coming days will be critical in determining whether peace can be restored or if the unrest will spread to other parts of the state. For now, the street of Gaya remains a flashpoint of the tension and a symbol of the deep-seated division within Kano's political landscape. And that is all we have concerning this headline for you. We said happening now. Heavy protests at Kano's Emirates amidst emirship battle. See protesters shocking demand. It says here that there has been a protest that has been happening in Kano State because of the emirship crisis that is ongoing in Kano State. It says that the protest has erupted in the streets of Gaya, one of the 5 emirates in Kano State, because of the following the repeal of Kano Emirate Council law. They say that this law that we're even talking about has previously facilitated the creation of 4 additional emirates by the former governor of Kano State, Governor Abdullahi Danguje, in the year 2020, leading to the dethronement of Alhaji Musa Sanusi II. It says that the controversial decision was solidified when Abba Yusuf assented to the repeal on Sunday. he simultaneously announced the dissolution of 4 emirates established by his predecessor. The affected emirates include Rano, Gaya, Kayare, and Bishi. And let's not forget that Governor Yusuf directed all the reigning monarchs to hand over their position to Comrade Abdulazim Gazo, the deputy governor of Kano State, who oversees the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. And among all those who were affected of the handover was Alhaji Aliyu Ibrahim Abdulkadim, the Emir of Gaya. And this alone occurred under the tense atmosphere. According to residents, the dethroned Emir of Gaya vacated his palace at midnight on Thursday. He left his palace on Thursday, and the town remained under the watchful eyes of armed security personnel. Despite the heavy security presence, there was no immediate outbreak of violence or resistance. The Emir just stood up and left his palace on a Thursday midnight. And the people think that would be all, that everything was calm, not until Sunday morning when a significant number of residents took to the streets to voice their displeasure with the government decision. They voiced that they are not happy with the government decision concerning the dethronement. The protesters, they carry placards and chanting anti-government slogans, holding machetes and all. Alleged that the dissolution of the Emirates was driven by political motive rather than administrative necessity, saying that the government dethroned him because of political motives, not administrative necessities. That's why people went to the street and voicing what they feel. And Abubakar Shaibu, the resident of Gaya, expressed the community's dissatisfaction because the people of Gaya are not satisfied concerning what the government did. And this has been the Emir crisis that Kano State as a whole is facing up to now. Yes. Or let me see more of your comments coming in the comment section.